Thank you for tuning in to our podcast, Módulo Músicos Unidos. My name is Max, founder of MMP Global Music. You can feel free to visit our webpage at mmpglobalmusic.com. All of the information is available in English and in Spanish. Our affiliated partner, Soundtrack Your Brand, offers licensed music for businesses. All right, so we'll provide the link for more information about Soundtrack Your Brand. The background music that you hear is up-and-coming artist Mel Dee. We'll provide also the link to Apple Music of his new single. It will be live as of August 30th on all Vivo platforms. Very well, on this episode we'll go over all the most important global news on the music industry. We'll provide a little bit of the most relevant information but for artists, producers, composers, songwriters, independent artists, or just a music lover. Very well, so we'll start off with this news that was released earlier this month. A 5-part TUPAC Shakur documentary series is happening. Finally, the Fox secures the rights. All right, so they confirmed its acquisition of a 5-part documentary series, as mentioned, about the life of the famed rapper TUPAC Shakur. All right, so Alan Hughes, who was the director of Defiant Ones, is helming the project, which is entitled Outlaw, the Saga of Afeni and TUPAC Shakur. So this is a work in progress project that finally it's taken shape. So no release date as of yet, but as soon as the information is announced, then we'll follow up on this documentary that will take place for those fans of TUPAC Shakur. Very well, so the next most relevant information in the music industry is Apple Music will launch an artist program. All right, so even though the Apple Music has always paid a lot more per stream royalties than Spotify, artists and managers felt something was missing. All right, Spotify provides some deep insights into listening audiences, and that's due to the Spotify for Artists program. But now Apple has launched its own version of the program. So this Apple Music for Artists program emerged from beta just a few weeks, and it's now available for both desktop interface and standalone mobile applications through the iOS only. All right, so this new feature allows artists to monitor the number of streams their music is getting on Apple Music, as well as album, song sales on iTunes, and it updates daily. All right, so it updates daily. We'll continue with, we'll touch base on the metadata. Why is metadata so important these days? These days, it's considered the digital age. Metadata for sure plays an increasingly important role in the music business. Metadata used to be a term people heard in crime shows and movies that required someone sitting behind a computer telling the hero what to do next. However, today metadata matters to everyone uploading and sharing original content online. All right. So files without proper metadata are not harmful, but they can restrict an artist's ability to succeed. All right, so how can anyone reach you or the artist if they don't have proper contact information? Or how do licensing teams know who to send the checks to? How does anyone do anything with your music file without it? So those are the questions to think about. And metadata, it's certainly very, very important. And that's part of the services that we do offer as well. So any assistance or services needed, Feel free to reach us at mmpglobalmusic.com. All of our contact information should be at the bottom of the page. Moving forward with other news, Lady Gaga accused of copyright infringement on Shallow, based on 3 notes. A little-known singer-songwriter named Steve Ronson is threatening to sue music superstar Lady Gaga, saying that her award-winning hit song Shallow was copied in part from a song he posted on SoundCloud in 2012. So Lady Gaga's team is ready to, of course, fight this claim. They're ready to hit the courts, but we'll follow this case and see what happens and follow through. In other hand, Katy Perry has been accused of sexual misconduct. Teenage Dream co-star Josh Klaas said Perry exposed him at a party. So this is one of Katy Perry's former music video co-stars has accused her. So we'll see also this case, how this unfolds. On the other hand, we have Bad Bunny, Camila Cabello, J Balvin, Lil Nas X, and more to perform at 2019 MTV VMAs, all right, which is set to air live on August 26th from Prudential Center in New Jersey, and that's MTV. Sound Exchange makes podcast move with new licensing service. So this is what's been circling around lately. Sound Exchange is teaming up with Source Audio to provide a new solution for podcasters to secure fully licensed music. All right, so that's basically to avoid copyright infringements, okay, when podcasters use songs, unauthorized songs, without permission, and they're available on all platforms like TuneIn Radio, Spotify. If the podcaster does not own the rights to that song, then they're committing, in a sense, that copyright infringement and may be subject for those shows or even episodes to be taken down. So that's why Sound Exchange is working with Source Audio to avoid that, okay, and also provide more easier, user-friendly music options for podcasters. This service will launch in 2020, and the participation by publishers, labels, and other rights owners, it's on a voluntary basis. So we'll be part of this program. We'll provide all of our catalog, all of our production available for podcasters to utilize. This partnership will enhance podcastmusic.com. That's their current database of 700,000 production and music bed tracks. So just be aware, this will be launched 2020, and it will be available through podcastmusic.com. Very well, this will be all for our podcast, Módulo Músicos Unidos. Thank you for tuning in to this episode in English. We're very thrilled that our podcast is available on Deezer, as well as your all other favorite platforms such as Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, YouTube, Audio Mac, Pocket Cast, Castbox, iHeartRadio, Radio Public, Acast, and also the desktop application radio.com. Thank you for tuning in.
Se lo voy a